Here at Nights and Weekends Homestead, in the heart of central Maine, fall is definitely upon us, albeit quite a bit later than usual. This time of year always presents opportunities to work on projects outside the gardens. When Em and I first bought this property, the previous owner left a lot of stuff behind. One of those items was a pop-up, plastic-covered garage. I really dislike those things. But I also dislike throwing things away, and I have a lot of things that need a place to stay. I eked out as many years as I could with the makeshift building in the poor state it was in when we inherited it, for lack of a better term. Then, last fall, I decided to convert it to a more permanent type of structure, which would be more useful. I used the metal frame as a skeleton and built a shed around it. Right now, this is my catch-all shed where I'm storing a lot of items for my garden. Our ATV and snowblower are also housed here. But last year, as happens so often in my life, there was so much to do that I was literally putting the roof and OSB on during the first snowfall of the year. That's as far as I got. I never got to side it or build doors. Then spring and summer came, and now here we are. Well, this year, I'm determined to finish it, and that includes an intense determination to ensure I don't need to resort to tarps to cover the openings at either end. So, here goes. Longtime fans and subscribers to the Nights and Weekends Homestead, thank you very much, by the way, surely recognize by now how much I despise waste, and long for society to return to a non-throwaway culture mentality, instead relying on a sense of thrift that was, and needs to be again, very useful. While I'm using some new lumber for the doors of our shed, I'm also going to be salvaging what I can from the hoop house that collapsed last winter under the weight of a severe snow and windstorm. It makes things more difficult and a little slower, because this is all rough-cut lumber, meaning it's true to dimension, and I'm mixing it with the planed, kilns-dried lumber, which is not. Still, I think it's worth it to sacrifice the time to reuse lumber that is still perfectly usable, especially for something like a shed door, as well as a little side project to make composting a bit easier. I'm also determined that this year will be the cleanest in terms of how the homestead sits as we go into the winter. That means everything that's been piled here and there in the haste to get to the next project during the summer months now needs to be put away under cover and not in a place where it will be covered with snow and or get caught up in the snowblower when I forget it's there. Not, of course, that I've ever done that.